Imagine a quiet morning. No alarms, no cars, no voices. Humanity is gone. But everything we built is still here, and all the animals are left behind, alone. Could they survive without us? Here's one possible scenario. Chapter 1. The first days, our animals. The first to feel our absence would be the domestic animals. Dogs would wait by the door, hoping their owners would return. After a few days, instinct would take over. The stronger ones would form packs and try to survive. But smaller breeds, like bulldogs or chihuahuas, probably wouldn't last very long. Cats, being more independent by nature, would have a better chance. Those already living semi-freedom lives would quickly return to hunting. They would adapt quickly, becoming predators of small rodents and birds once again. But what about farm animals? Think about cows. If they're not milked, the built-up pressure can lead to painful infections. Within weeks, many would die. Only the strongest would survive in the wild, forming wild herds. Pigs, on the other hand, would adapt surprisingly well. They're smart, tough, and left in the wild would become almost identical to wild boars in just a few generations. Chapter 2. Empty cities, a new jungle. Without humans, cities would become a new kind of ecosystem within just a few years. Wild animals would start to explore the empty streets, and abandoned buildings would become their homes. Nature would slowly reclaim its territory. Cracks in the asphalt, vines crawling up facades, rain seeping through broken rooftops, and moss spreading over sidewalks. Where have we seen this before? Yes, The Last of Us. Chapter 3. Ecosystems without human pressure. With no agriculture, no industrial fishing, and no pollution, many species would begin to recover. Unmaintained dams and levees would eventually collapse, allowing rivers to return to their natural flow, helping animals rebuild their lost habitats. In Africa, elephants would no longer be chased by poachers. In tropical forests, gorillas and tigers would finally have a real chance of survival. And in the forests of Europe and North America, wolves and bears would return to lands from which they were once driven out. Chapter 4. Which species would dominate the planet? After a few decades, the planet would be completely transformed, and only the species that adapt quickly to change would truly thrive. Feral pigs, crows, some of the most intelligent birds on Earth, bears, and even cats would become the new rulers of what were once cities. Are we good or bad for animals? Our relationship with animals isn't just black and white. On the one hand, we exploit animals on farms and ranches, sometimes in cruel, industrialized conditions. Chickens raised in cramped cages, pigs kept in dark sheds, cows that live only to produce milk. In this context, for many animals, the disappearance of humans might feel like the end of suffering. But is that really their salvation? On the other hand, we are also their saviors. We've eradicated rabies in foxes across many countries, saving thousands of wild animals. We've created sanctuaries for endangered species. We've led rescue missions during wildfires, floods, and industrial disasters. And there are millions of people caring for abandoned animals, running NGOs, and fighting for their protection. So, are we good or bad for animals? Probably both. Humans are capable of great destruction, but also of deep compassion. In a world without us, life wouldn't stop. It would reorganize. And without our interference, natural selection would decide who survives and who fades. Some animals wouldn't make it. Others would rise and dominate. But maybe we don't need to disappear for nature to thrive. We just need to make a little more space for the other creatures we share this planet with. Let me know in the comments. Are we a problem for animals or part of the solution? Can we learn something from this scenario?